The following video presentation will assist facilities reporting data for their gasoline dispensing operation into the Emissions Inventory System, EIS. Once the user has logged into the EIS system, they will be on the home page, as shown here. Once on the home page, then click on the Data Entry module in EIS. You'll be taken to the following screen, and please click on EI Questionnaire. When in the EI questionnaire page, you will be then taken to the following screen and you will see any applicable permits that are at the facility. These permits will be presented with permit description and device description to help you identify the permit that you are reporting for the facility. For this demonstration, we'll be focusing on gasoline dispensing operations, so we will find the gasoline dispensing permit on line 10. Once the permit has been selected, you will then scroll down to the data input screen. When scrolling down, you will see a Select Calculator button in blue on the right side. This calculator has been determined from previous inventory reporting by the facility or selected by the district as the most probable method for estimating emissions. If you find there is a more accurate method to quantify emissions for your facility, please review and select the most applicable and push select. Or just exit the screen if the current method is the most appropriate. Once the calculator has been determined, you will then scroll down to the Data Request tab. Once on the Data Request tab, you will fill out the following fields for the data entry. The first data point is whether the operation is a retail gas station or a non-retail, and please fill out appropriately. The next data point is the annual gasoline throughput, and this is obtained from the facility records. If the facility uses the San Diego Air Pollution Control District Permit Attachment C, you will find that value from the sum of the 12-month period as shown here on the spreadsheet, and you will input that data into EIS. The next data point is the max gasoline delivery, and this is the highest gasoline delivery from a truck to the facility for that particular operating year. The max storage tank capacity can be found on the facility's permit. For this example, the facility has one 15,000 gallon tank and one 10,000 gallon tank, and you will take the sum of those tanks and put the value in here. The following questions are for the phase 1 and phase 2 vapor recovery that are applicable to the facility and they are informational as yes/no questions. And those should be designated as applicable to your operation. The device operating schedule is the amount of hours that the facility is open for the public or for gas dispensing in hours per day, days per week, and days per year. The final question for the facility is the activity data acquisition method. This is asking how the data provided was determined. In most cases, since the facility has either product or raw material records, that has been defaulted as the method of information for the facility. But if the facility has an alternate method for how they provided this information, please select and update as necessary. Once the data request has been filled out for the facility can then enter the information in the control request tabs as shown here. For stack information, the information provided will depend on the setup of the equipment at the facility. If the facility-specific information is not known or available, the district has EPA default stack parameters available on the district website, which can be found here. If using the APA default stack parameters, you will be taken to an Excel spreadsheet and you can filter for gas stations for sector in column K. Once obtained, you will take the most appropriate facility data information in columns B through E and enter the release height, the stack diameter, the exhaust temperature, and the exit velocity in EIS. For this example, we will use the following information. Once the stack information has been provided, you will then be asked to provide location information, and this information can be obtained from Google Maps. For this example, we will use the district APCD location in Google Maps. Once you have put the address of your location in Google Maps, you can then right-click on Google Maps to determine the location information to put into EIS. For this instance, you will see the following latitude and longitude coordinates, and you will enter that information. For the APC data location, you'll input the following information, first in the latitude and then the longitude. Once that information has been input into EIS, your data entry is then complete for the gasoline dispensing operation. Please make sure to save by scrolling towards the top, and you'll see the blue Save button above on the right-hand side, right below your permit information. Once saved, you will then proceed to any additional permits that the facility has to report or proceed with submission of your inventory in EIS. Additional information such as EIS user guides on data entry or submission of inventory can be found on the APCD district website